Hello and welcome to the Tami Show from my home in Auckland, New Zealand to wherever you're watching. Kicking the show off a little different this week. I'm taking it easy. No beehive, no eyelashes, just chilling. Me and Harry are just kicking back in front of the fireplace. Got my Ugg boots on, kicking off winter here in New Zealand, and something very exciting happened. We've just moved to level 2 here in New Zealand after 2 months in lockdown. And that means the kids have gone back to school. And wait, do you hear that? That's the sound of peace and quiet, y'all.
About to make Nanaimo bars.
This is pretty much our whole childhood. I delegate, Jay does the work.
Front row might get a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Like a Ted Nugent show or something.
What we all need is a whisk.
I know what a whisk is. It's my turn. Okay. Mom said it's my turn.
Here, let me take that.
Thank you. And then we're going to put that upon here. Oh no, she does.
Row.
The casuals row.
Jamie
Okay.
Oliver.
Gordon Ramsay.
Oh,
Are we left?
of course you can.
Try to get some.
This is your show.
Oh my god.
Butter and sugar. Is that what that really is? Just butter and sugar?
That's why it's so good.
See you in heaven.
Look at that fine action.
Look at mine though.
Oh yes, picture that.
You just can't see it. Way better.
She's a mixer.
Okay, she's a stirrer.
Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. That come baby, trailing on. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. That come baby, trailing on. Chickens need feeding, dog needs a bone. Bills need paying and the bank's on the phone. Dishes need washing, kids you chew. Man come home and he want to. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. That come baby, trailing on. Screaming from the kettle, knocking at the door. Baby, keep the bucket from the sun on the floor. Rain starts falling, clothes on the line. What's the stay-at-home mama do with all that time? Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Now come baby, trailing on. Working through the day, working through the night. Planes and trains and loving this flight. Mama gotta hustle, do another show. Cause they don't play a radio on country radio. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Now come baby, let's sing it with me now. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Now come baby, trailing on. Working through the day, work on the night. Queenie, don't drop the ball. Queenie, So I wanted to give you a little behind the scenes of the Tami show. This is my real lounge, and I can't film in here because the ceilings are vaulted and it's quite echoey in here. Hi, Harry. Hello. My pretend lounge. This is actually usually our little TV area for the kids. Behind that fake backdrop is our TV and all the furniture that usually is in this room. This we had made for a tour that we did together, just an acoustic family tour, the two of us. So I'm using it for some of our collaborations that we do. Level 4 meant full lockdown, no mail, nothing coming in. And so I had to do the show with what I had in the house already. And so that consisted of this little camera that got sent to me. Jay has one and I have one for when we perform live. So this is what the whole show is filmed on, this little Zoom camera. It's actually a camera that's made for gigs, so it has a microphone that can kind of withstand music, live music, more so than the iPhone that I'm on right now. And this is a mic stand. And this is actually hugely exciting because it wasn't till last week I was able to even use this, because all these little accessories I didn't have that attached to the mic stand. So I only had this little camera that didn't fit properly into anything. And I'll show you the ring light that I have, this really cheap, nasty ring light I got. So current situation, totally normal, setting up a backdrop in our bedroom to try filming something for the first time, while my husband, who is an essential worker, only home on the weekends, has taken the kids outside to watch him weed whack to give mommy peace and quiet while she works on what's called a music career in lockdown, people. Yay! And both Jay and I didn't have a proper stand for it. So on the back, that's the record button there. And of course, when it's duct taped to a stand, you can't reach the record button unless you have a pencil. And so you have to have the pencil to turn it on. So I've been doing this show definitely on a shoestring and duct tape. But today is a very exciting day because these softbox lights, all I had was this tiny little nasty ring light up until now. So this is very exciting. We're expanding here. So profesh. I've just gotten out of makeup, which is my bathroom. And we're gonna film I'm gonna try to do a few opening sequences and some of the segments that I do while the kids are out. It's next to impossible to film uninterrupted without any issues with kids. I need to get cracking because they've just left. Wish me luck, folks. This is the glamorous behind the scenes while Harry licks his nether regions. Harry, not on camera. can't be bothered picking up my phone. I wish the whole damn world would just leave me alone. Stop knocking on my door, but nobody can see it's burning on me. Back breaking, no one else gonna care. Holy Moses, holy Moses, ooh, have mercy on me. I cry, holy Moses, holy Moses, holy Moses, ooh, have mercy on me, have mercy. Losing my mind from losing your love, raising my eyes to the sky above, but I don't find nothing. I don't feel nothing but alone. No time to cry when the baby's here beating, days flying about nothing. Doing the cleaning, my soul is everything. Time stretches on a fool's marathon. Ever since the day you got down. Holy Moses, ooh, have mercy on me. Like a holy Moses, holy Moses, holy Moses, ooh, have mercy on me, have mercy, have mercy on me, have mercy on me, have mercy on me. Good God, have mercy! Today we're going to talk about the dress that started it all with my girl Zoe Hall, the sassafras dress. The dress consists of Zoe Hall's hand-painted leather patches and about 3,000 rhinestones. I was looking for the outfit that I was going to wear on my new album cover. I really wanted a nudie suit. Now, for those of you who don't know, Nudie Con was a famous designer, a tailor, who designed his famous nudie suits, which consisted of incredible rhinestones and embroidery and patches. He dressed Dolly Parton, he dressed Porter Wagner. I mean, if there was a country star, they owned a nudie suit. His legacy continues with Nudie's rodeo tailors and even modern day artists, ranging from country to pop to everything in between, wear suits that are inspired by Nudie Con. I mean, a vintage nudie suit would run you tens of thousands. Now, I definitely fall into the category of not being able to afford the real deal, and it's my dream to one day own one of the Nudie's Rodeo Tailor's creations. But until then, I think I was online Googling, kind of nudie suit inspired creations in New Zealand, and I came across this photo of a suit in the window of one of my favorite shops in Wellington, Hunters and Collectors. I got in touch with the owner of Hunters and Collectors, and she put me in touch with Zoe Hall. Zoe is an incredible painter. She has famous murals all over Wellington and throughout New Zealand. We talked back and forth about what I wanted. I sent her a secret pre-release copy of the album, so while she was working, she could listen to it, listen to the themes on the album. And you'll see, if you listen to the Sassafras album and look at the dress, they go hand in hand. You know, the snakes around the shoulders are inspired by Smoking Gun. The bananas are clearly from the song Bananas. The forbidden fruit is from A Woman's Pain. It was finally ready. It was time for the photo shoot. I got on a plane to Wellington, went down to meet Zoe and Ashley for the first time.
I walked into Zoe's house, and in the living room, they had almost like a Technicolor Garden of Eden. And in front of it, they had the dress. And I was seeing it in person for the first time. I have worn it countless times to perform. I wore it on the red carpet for the New Zealand Music Awards, the year that Sassafras was nominated. I love this dress so much. I love Zoe Hall so much. Make sure to go to zoehall.com and check out her work today.
In the jungle, girl, you gotta rumble. They don't want your melons or your peaches or pears. Bananas here, bananas there. Seems there's nothing but bananas everywhere. Too outspoken like a record that's broken. Just wishing and hoping for your day to come. Off you run, go have fun. Leave it to the big boys to get the job done. It's bananas, it's the crazy talk. Bust your brain with the electric shock. Burst your bubble now, pop, pop, pop. This is a big boys game. It's bananas, you want equal pay just for working all night and day. Keep your head shake, girl, no way. It's bananas, bananas, bananas. It'll leave you reeling when you hit the glass ceiling. Watch your pretty head, take my advice. Best think twice, just play nice. Keep those big ambitions of yours on ice. It's bananas, it's a crazy talk. Bust a brain with the electric shock. Burst the bubble now, pop, pop, pop. This is a big boys game. It's bananas, you want equal pay just for working all night and day. Give your head a shake, girl, no way. It's bananas. It's bananas, it's the crazy talk. Bust the brain with the electric shock. Burst your bubble now, pop, pop, pop. This is a big boys game. It's bananas, you want equal pay just for working all night and day. Keep your head a shake, girl, no way. It's bananas.
So next week we're going to do a little bit of a special New Zealand Country Music Awards edition of the Tami Show. I have to make a little correction to the show last week. Like many of us, I have lost track completely of what day it is, what year it is, and I said that the Country Music Awards were last weekend, but they're actually this weekend. So please hit subscribe and we'll see you again next week.
Silence fills my head like the snow hits the ground. A line of pillows next to me.
And yes, that is my Christmas tree still up right there, folks. This was a lockdown parenting hack. It was actually Easter, so we called it our Easter tree. We made Easter decorations for it. And then when Easter was over, they wanted to keep it up, make it a Mother's Day tree. And that's what it is right now, because frankly, I feel like it should be Mother's Day every day.